space. That's amazing. I have a lot of questions about space. Like, have you ever wondered how big the universe really is? Yes, scientists says it expands like a balloon blowing up. That's mind blowing. The sun is actually a star which twinkles only once at night. Yes, it looks bigger because it is much closer than other stars. And guess what? If sun were a size of basketball, our earth would be a size of tiny pea. That's true. The astronauts who travel to space, they see our earth like small blue marble from up there. I wish we could go to space one day. Maybe we can ask our special guest to reconsider if what they want space science. That's a great idea. We are so lucky to having an inspiring scientist with us today. Thank you, sir. We are deeply grateful for your time, knowledge and inspiration you have shared with us today. So without further delay, let's welcome our chief guest to enlighten us with his words of wisdom. Sir, please.
Be among you, so I have come down so that I can interact with you. English or Telugu? So no, I am not able to know what is the majority. So I will mix both English and Telugu. Okay? Good morning all. I am here today on this occasion with these young and energetic Nirmalites. And I am also being a Nirmalite, pass out of 994 batch. On this auspicious occasion, of your Diamond Jubilee, shall we go ahead? Okay. Coming to the only few words before we dive into the talk which I am going to give you about Chandrayaan, Aditya and all. I have been introduced to you as Mission Director for Chandrayaan 3 and Aditya 11 mission. But before we go into those two mission aspects, as I am being a Mission Director, few words to this younger generation. I request everybody to listen, because this is a young age where you will learn many things. You want me to continue or you want to chit chat with your friends? I was also like that only. When some chief guest used to come and talk, I also was doing chit chatting at that age. Very good. I am seeing my replicas here. Okay, coming to the important point. You younger generation have a lot of advantages when compared to our generations, because you have internet, which you have access to an enormous knowledge of the things which can be used by yourself for understanding and knowing new things. So what I request you all people, young children, is I'll address you as Nirmalites now, not children or students. My Nirmalites, you should all follow in life few things. One is, at this young age, you should be sincere, hardworking and honest, so that you learn how to lead a life and how to make others follow you. So my request to you is these three aspects to practice, and I wish all of you all the best. And I will be interacting with you in the interactive section where I talk about the mission aspects of Chandrayaan 3, which you all curiously waiting to know, and I will also answer your queries. Thank you. What do you see? You see a moon surface and a rover coming out from the ramp. This is an animated thing, but we have real videos which our Chandrayaan 3 lander cameras have captured, which I will be playing back shortly. Next slide. Next slide, please. See the mission. Okay, before we dive into the most important aspect is the lander, which is Chandrayaan 3 mission. had done a precise and soft and safe landing at near to the southern pole. Next slide. Here we'll spend 2 minutes. You can see Earth, Moon, and some circles around the Earth and Moon. They are nothing but a satellite doing a burn at perigee of the Earth and increasing the apogee height, and we get into a trajectory around to the Moon, where Moon's gravity will pull the satellite, and around the Moon we'll do a series of burns and capture around the Moon, and you can see a sequence which is followed to land on the Moon, which we landed at 69 degrees latitude south and longitude of 32 degrees east. I need not explain what is latitude, longitude, you all know. Yes, next slide please. So we had 3 elements in that. One is propulsion module, lander module, and a rover. Any of these PPT will be available for you. You can lead in leisurely. So you can see a whole satellite on the view. That is a big satellite. This is around 4-ton satellite which was flown by our LVM to the orbit. Next slide. Okay, these are series of payloads. Next slide. Okay, here the thing is, once landing is done, how rover has come out. You can see a ramp opening, like we have a ramp on any height to come down. That is how a ramp is there. These all see. The technology is nothing but a conceptualization of the practical facts. See, a ramp is there which is touches the Moon surface and rover is rolling down. This is the diagrammatic view. Next. These are rover views. Next. Yeah. See, you can see here, these are the actual images of the Chandrayaan on the Moon surface. We can see here, bottom left corner, a shadow of the lander and rover is in front of that. And the other 2 images on the right side top, they are the views of the Moon surface. And next is the traces on the Moon surface where rover has moved. You can see the rover traces on the Moon surface. These are also images captured by our camera. These are actual things. They are not any animated images. Next slide. So what we have done is the point where we landed was named as what? Anybody? It was named as Shiv Shakti Point. The landing point near the pole where our Chandrayaan 3 has landed is named as Shiv Shakti Point. So you can see the rover traces how it has moved on the surface, Moon surface, in that 11 days. Around 100 meters was the movement. Next slide. These are the images again. Next. You can see the lander majestically standing on the Moon surface. This image was captured by a rover, our own rover, showing that yes, lander is on the Moon surface. Next. We can come to the videos which will be more informative for people. Field of majors. Correct? Because once you complete your 10th, you all will be in race to get into medicine, engineering, so many streams. There is a number of streams. But only one suggestion that whatever you like, enter that stream and do your best. You will be successful and do the service to the country. Not only ID, money. Okay, please be seated.
Maybe if you want to turn your chairs to that screen, you can turn your chairs to that screen.
These are some videos which have been captured by our Chandrayaan 3 and they have been put in ISRO headquarters for the general public visualization and seeing. So we will be showing you that and you can understand how really it has happened. Not in words, you can see by the videos. All of you are able to see the videos? There will be audio also. Can you increase the audio? There is an audio also. Can you play audio? Audio is not coming. The Chandrayaan 1, because you know the moon is a natural satellite of the earth, so we wanted to go to the moon. So there were some of the senior scientists went to our ex-late president APJ Abdul Kalam, and they were briefing him the configuration. Then he has given an innovative, why only orbit around the moon, you make an object impact on the moon surface. So it was his idea. They introduced moon impact probe on the Chandrayaan-1, which was a hard landing on the moon surface. At least they touched the moon surface first time. So that was his idea behind that. Okay, you can see here, as I explain you. Okay, this is the separation of the propulsion module and the lander module. This is the lander module which is landing on the moon surface. Lander module and the other one is the propulsion module. Lander module, if you want to land on the moon, there is a single module whose mass is required. So what we did, if that we divided the jobs into two parts. One is when a carrier will be there, which will carry the lander module and separate out moon surface. So the propulsion module, which was there, end of that, was the carrier module which has carried the lander module, and they got separated. The lander module is landing on moon surface. This is what animated video. Go ahead. Videos earlier.
Have you seen those videos earlier? Come on, respond.
Raise your hands at least. Only one person. Why you are not interested in space? At least Chandrayaan you have seen or not. But it should be watched like India-Pakistan match only.
To know something from you. Sir, how ISRO is making effective projects within less budget?
Very valid question. See, we as Indians have an inherent quality, hard work and Atmanirbharta. We want to do ourselves and learn. See, one important point which I will tell you at this engage is, knowing is not doing. Until you start doing, you will not know the intrinsics. So, as a team ISRO, our challenges are given as a objectives are defined. This is what we have to do. So, our team ISRO works for that, and we do our indigenous designs, validate it, and execute it. So, when you are doing yourself, it becomes cost effective also, as well as it is your own design. So, you have flexibility in fine-tuning the configurations, all things. That's all.
Thank you, sir, for clarifying.
Good morning, sir. Myself, Mercy. I'm here to learn something from you.
Good.
What are the difficulties you found in Chandrayaan 1 and 2 and didn't find them in 3?
See, Chandrayaan-1 was an orbiter, so it didn't have any see, first time when you are doing, you start first with LKG, we will not go directly to 10th and engineering. So we did first with an orbiter mission around the moon. Sir, that video, first one. Yes. No, next one, sorry. Next one. Yeah, only then that you play later. So, Chandrayaan-1 was an orbital mission around the moon. Next was our Chandrayaan-2. Once we have done successfully moon insertion and we have orbited the moon, we have got found, yes, we can get into the moon now. So, next was something next level, D-4. So, we all went for next was a landing. So, lander we attempted. Inside that lander, a rover has to be which will rover the moon surface. These are our objectives. So, the Chandrayaan-2 we had some issue, we had a failure, but we had an orbiter in Chandrayaan-2 also which is successfully working. After Chandrayaan-3 we have lander landing successfully, rover moving the moon surface. The challenges like this, when you are doing everything on your own, we should do, it is not only simulation which gives you confidence, or a clinical paper background which you do a calculations and all. One is simulations to give you an idea. Apart from that, we do a lot of testing. So what we did is our backbone of our successfulness was three things. One is review mechanism. A review mechanism is reviewed by experts who are expert in the domain and who are outside ISRO, so that they are not biased by our simple explanation. They are demanding more simulations, testing and all. Then we did a lot of hardware testing on ground. We had test facilities at Mahendragiri, Shar, and URS International Bangalore, like that, many test centers for testing were done on the ground. Both test centers from hardware testing, simulations put together, all things when they continuously converge to that, we have good confidence and only launch also. So that was the background.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable information.
Well, sir, myself Tarun, I'm here to ask you something. How ISRO is going to develop our country in future?
See, ISRO major objectives were first, common man should get the best advantage of space. That was our Vikram Sarabhai, who is our father of space, has put the main objective. So we have been launching satellites for Earth observation machines, communication satellites, all these things. Once we feel that we have met this target and we are confident in that. Now, whatever we are gaining as communication, the phone works on the satellites, TVs, DDH, telecom, teleservice, medical services are working. Means what? This is how ISRO is giving a service to the nation. If you want this type of thing from other nations, you will get a lot of money. You are charged a lot of money and you are not dependent on them. So this is how we are trying to do a service to the nation. And also when you have something which you show the world that you are capable, world listens to you. You can show that yes, we are also capable. We are not inferior to you. We are also equal to you.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. Myself Sarthi. Sir, as the mission director of Aditya L1, what have been your contributions to the success of the mission?
See, Aditya L1 and Chandrayaan, they are two contemporary missions. One is to sun, one is to moon. So one is cold, one is hot. But we are not going to sun close. We are only 15 lakh kilometers from Earth. But one point is, satellites which are put at L1 have a lot of challenges. One is there is no physically a central body which is having gravity which is holding the satellite there. So we should have an intrinsic knowledge how to manage the satellite in an orbit around that. But one more thing is we are there coming down into the line of sight of sun and earth. RF interference will be there, so much you cannot communicate the satellite. So we should model that. And we should also operate the scientific payloads which will alert you when there is a solar flare. Because it gives you time to get ready for the solar flare which is going to hit the earth. So as we are at equator, near the equator, we don't have that much problem, but higher altitudes, this ionization all happens. So challenge is, you see, I told you, this reaching the development point itself first challenge. Maintaining around that orbit itself is challenge. Operating payloads, understanding the satellite, how it will behave for the first time, because we don't have experience. So we have to learn ourselves. But what we did extensive literature survey. What others have, where they were success, and their lessons learned, we have incorporated our satellite mission design, constellation simulations. So we have well prepared to that challenges. So we are able to operate the satellite successfully, and almost 2 halo orbits are over.
Thank you, sir.
I'm really happy to meet you. And today I really believe that every great person once had a great inspiration. And we are really eager to know who is the person who inspired you to become this successful.
Inspiration see, the word inspiration is a generic term. Inspiration comes from many people. One is your parents when you are young age, and in school from your teachers, and when you are in growing, your friends. And I want to tell you one thing. See, people will have some competition. Healthy competition also is good. Somebody is growing. You should see how he is learning, and you should also learn, try to at least, but don't become jealous. But the thing is, success comes by putting hard work. For me, my inspiration are my parents, my father and mother, and my teachers. And when I am here, I remember few of our sisters who scolded me. I was not a very topper in the school. I was any average student. But the way they have inculcated the qualities in me, like discipline, hard work, sincerity. You will not be intelligent. If you have these 3 qualities, now you will be successful. Anybody will be successful. Even a dumbest student will be, even a very low IQ person also be successful if he has these 3 qualities. So this is what my definition of inspiration for you.
Thank you, sir.
So, parents will ask you questions.
Good morning, sir. I am Amali Devi. Sir, what are the measures taken by ISRO to avoid pollution to the air while launching rockets? Because they emit carbon dioxide and aluminum oxide, etc., which damage ozone layer. This is my question.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, the pollution is not only by going outside also pollution is happening. But ISRO as a respectable organization in India as well as in the world, we see few measures. What we are doing is we are trying slowly migrating out to green fuels, so at least pollution can be reduced. And another one is our reusability of modules also bringing in. Those are we are in the progress, milestones towards that, we are stepping towards that. It will take some time. But coming to the debris which is around outside the Earth, that we are doing is once the mission of the satellite is over, we are making it to enter that atmosphere if there is sufficient fuel, or bringing it to an orbit so that it will naturally decay in the specified timeline. That is how ISRO is taking measures to avoid pollution when there is a inside there, outside there.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Myself, Chandishwari. We are honored to have you here. I just have a question. Will there be any chance to make space as a visiting place?
Yes. Visiting place or a staying place? Okay, visiting already okay. US is already having many tourist space. Tourism is going to be one of the big revenue spinner for in the future. So I don't say it's not a reality, already reality, and we are still evolving. So it may take some time for us to, once our Gaganyaan, which is program is going to come up, once we prove with our astronauts, then it makes tourism may be one of the revenue mechanisms for ISRO as well as for India also.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Myself, so my daughter is studying here. She's studying 6th class. She wanted to become an astronaut. So please, as a son, so experiments such as science research experiments she has to go through, and she can fulfill her dreams.
Madam, for astronaut at present, ISRO is also taking IA, Indian Air Force pilots only as astronauts they have been selected. So if she has to to defense forces, from there only she can enter. At present, ISRO has not laid down any mechanism for astronauts recruitment, but that's how they are planning.
How can they improve or get knowledge on more scientific research?
One is, I told in my talk also, you have a vast resource available internet, but you can use for good or bad. But you can lead so much intelligence available online to understand how the new systems are working and how to make evolve new systems. AI is going to come. So all those things are there available. And students should be more hardworking and more innovative in thinking and out of box thinking. If you do conventional understanding is required, but once you understand the system, you get out of box thinking. Both are required. Without each other, they cannot survive. So that's what I can say. Thank you. Moving on the moon surface, which is captured by an animation. What it is doing? This is rotating. Why? It has to track the sun because its body fixed panel and it has to generate power like solar energy only. So the same concept. So rover is rotating, the sun is this side. It will come on the opposite side to you. Means sun is this side. Means it is trying to see the sun for power generation. This is an actual video of the rover which is around 30 kg, which is moving on which was moved on the moon surface. Next video. Because we don't have any, we have eyes of cameras. Using the cameras only, you should know what is happening. So this is our eyes. Land on the cameras for our eyes to see what is happening. If I say the fan is rotating and track the sun, we will not understand what it is. Now we are able to understand what it is. That's all. See, now you can see plate. You played it already. Huh? You can see there at the bottom there is one small. You see the circle thing. There is a payload which is towed and which makes a 90-degree rotation to do the what's called a measurement at that point. So that payload is rotated 90 and seeing moon surface. Once it's over, again rotates back. So that also video is captured. That is called APXS, active alpha X-ray particle spectroscopy meter. So that is what one more thing. So that also captured. So that yes, it is rotating. Next video. Yeah, now this one you see, the rover is rolling down on the moon on the ramp and sun is this side. In front of there was a crater. People were having noted whether rover will go inside and get stuck. There was a big discussion. We had no other option, we had to move through that. So you can see in the video, rover will go come out of the crater and go and enter. This is an animated thing. We'll wait. It will come at the end. My intention to show you these videos is to motivate you to work for space and your intellectual brains to work for this country, not for outsiders. See, you can see a rover communicating with lander. That the R line shows that it's communicating with lander. Now you can see the video cameras and visuals. Now you can see there's a crater, no? There's a crater you are seeing in front of that. Now ramp will come down on that. And you can see that that's what I was telling. If rover can go through that or not. You can see the rover movement. You can see. It is the actual rover coming down from the rover ramp. See, it is going. It touches the moon surface. See the traces that has crossed. So now we will rotate again to track the sun. See, here the major challenge lies for you. Because here in the flat surface you know everything, how to move and all. But there you don't know anything, how it is. So overhead two cameras which are generating the image of that where it is standing forward of that image is downward to the ground. If you process on ground, tell how to move. It's like a robot toy. When in hand we will do joystick, like that we move the over on the moon surface in terms of segments and reach the final destination point. Yes. This is one more thing. When lander was descending to the moon surface, how the lander images captured the moon, the thing. Before that, actually it is before that, not during land. You can see how when lander is rotating, revolving around the moon in the orbit, the cameras on the lander were capturing the moon surface and the solar panel is visible for you.
Proud. Come on, stand up and give. Stand up. Hands together. Cool. That's great. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now you can sit down in your chairs. Don't move.
तेरा बड़ा डांस देखूं तुम्हें कैसा है ये तेरा बड़ा डांस तो नाचो
Set the stage on fire with their performance.
Grishmithis Parjuri from 6th B. Vinyasri from 6th C. Abdul Aziz from 7th A. Akshara from 7th B. Rochan from 7th B. Sanagasetti Varnita from 7th C. Pujita Tamu from 8th A. Joshika Ankani from 8th B. Nagasai Sudiksha Adapa from 8th C. Naganandini Dasari from 9th A. Gausya Firdaus from 9th B. Sahasra Borgada from 9th C. Panchakarla Sai Pranav from 10th A. Merugu Yakshita Priyanka from 10th B. Navya Moka from 10th C. Thank you, sir.
Now we have the district prize distribution for the 100% full attendance for the year 2024 and 25. I request our chief guest Srikant sir to hand over the prizes to the students. From nursery, Kanta Naga Advi, LKG A section. Pandalani Pandalamini Pawan from UKG B section. Lishika Munita from UKG B section. From primary, Olagani Hemant Sai from first A. Arya Nakula from first B. Meghasri Kata from first B. Chaitra Bhattula from first C. Dundi Ganesh from second C. Misala Vinod from third A. Akshay Paul from third B. Joshnavi Paragam from third C. Joshna Vedasri Chilikalapudi from 4th C. Misala Vikesh from 5th A. Dilip Kumar from 5th B. Lali Hari Sai from 5th C. Now from high school, Ananya Kartika from 6th A. Hema Sri Chilikalpudi from 6th B. Manvita from 7th A. Janyavula Rochan from 7th B. Kanta Anandani from 7th C. Aniseti Bhuvanasriya from 8th A. Muhammad Ikram from 8th B. Alekia from Chari Sujana from 8th B. Alekia from 8th B. Likshit Ram from 8th C. Aditya Karthik from 10th A. Tarun Babu from 10th B.
Now we have 100% attendance from teachers. Sister Aragya Mary, Mrs. Roja, Miss Kavya, Miss Maleshwari, Mrs. Prasanna, Mrs. Gracie Matthew, Mrs. Shanti. Gold medals and silver medals. Vinyasri from 6th B, she secured gold medal. And N. Yogesh from 6th class secured silver medal. Rochan from 7th secured gold medal. Bhavya from 7th class secured silver medal. Ashika Prabhasan from 8th class secured gold medal. Charvi Sujana from 8th class secured silver medal. Yashwant from 9th class secured gold medal. Varsita from 9th class secured silver medal. Certificates in the category of Scouts and Guides. B. Plessy from 10th class. She secured state level. Shahzadi Begum from 10th B. Vishnu from 10th class. Now we have India State Women's Vishnu Day, which was conducted on 20th and 21st boxing competition. G. Mahalakshmi, she secured gold medal and certificate. Rupa Sri Krishna, thank you, sir.
Boys and girls, get ready to tap your feet and cheer loudly as we welcome our amazing 7th and 8th performers with a huge round of applause. applause to our talented dancers.
I'm going to share only just for 45 minutes. Is that all right? Yes or no? I'm sorry, I'm not going to take that long. Maybe we'll make to round it up in just 1 minute. Good afternoon, esteemed guests, and particularly our chief guest, Dr. Shrikant Garu, all the way from Bengaluru, the principal sister, respected teachers, proud parents, dear loving students, and also our pioneers, our seniors, our juniors, our classmates, and all the NFSA that is presented here this afternoon. Thank you for gracing this occasion. It is with great joy and immense pleasure and pride I stand before you today on behalf of Nirmala Former Students Association on this remarkable occasion when we mark the inauguration of Diamond Jubilee celebrations of our school. Beginning with this day, we are going to celebrate not just one, but 3 significant milestones. The Diamond Jubilee of our esteemed institution, our much anticipated Awards Day, and an opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to the parents who had been the backbone and the pillars of this school, and particularly to our committed teachers and the management who make this school a thriving community of excellence. And this celebration would be incomplete without acknowledging the unwavering support and trust of our dear parents. Just like my parents have trusted me to this institution, thank you parents for trusting this institution for this generation and the generations to come. Your support and trust, you are the silent pillars behind every student's success. Your sacrifices, encouragement, and trust in this institution allow us to nurture your children into confident and capable individuals. We deeply appreciate your partnership in the journey of education. Now, may I conclude, as we mark 60 years of excellence, celebrate the achievements of our students, and express the gratitude to our parents and teachers, let us also look ahead with hope and determination. May this institution continue to grow, inspire, and shape generations to come. Once again, congratulations to all the achievers that have been here on this dais to receive their medals and certificates and mementos. Heartfelt thanks to the parents for your continued support, and best wishes to our wonderful students, and may we contribute to uphold the spirit of learning to exceed and excel in all that we do. And now I close with great gratitude and thanks to our Nirmala from all our former Nirmalites. Thank you very much.
My dear students, kindly stay back. After the program, we'll have the photo section with our scientists, according to the class wise. So don't run away from here. After the program, only one program is left over, that is the formation. Next we'll have the felicitation. After that, we'll have the photo section. I request all the students to stay back.
And now, our 8th class students are going to form. Now we have formation.
A personality whose journey inspires and whose achievements speak volumes. With a thunderous round of applause, let's all invite our chief guest to occupy the chair and accept our felicitation. It's truly a privilege to felicitate his groundbreaking contributions have not only advanced our understanding of the universe, but have also inspired countless young minds to dream beyond the strains.
Sahasra Borgada stand before you as Assistant School People Leader to propose oath of thanks. First, I thank Almighty God for blessing us to complete this event in a smooth way without any hurdles. Thank you God. To our chief guest, Dr. M. Srikanth, we are grateful for your presence, inspiration and valuable insights. Your contributions to ISRO are a testament of remarkable expertise and passion. Thank you, sir. To our SP, R. Gangadhar Rao, we must appreciate him for his encouragement and guidance to our school's growth. Thank you, sir. To our NIFSA President, Mr. Kiran Paul, I extend my sincere gratitude for your visionary leadership, strategic guidance and unwavering commitment. Thank you, sir. I also thank our correspondent, Reverend Sister Leena. Thank you, sister. To our headmistress, Sister Sudha Suzai, thank you for being a guiding light, inspirational role model and mentor. Your dedication has created a nurturing environment that fosters growth. Thank you, sister. To our teachers, I extend my deepest gratitude for your selfless dedication, compassion and expertise. Your selfless dedication has inspired us all to strive for excellence. Thank you, teachers. To our NIFSA members, without your contributions, this grand success would be impossible. Thank you. To our cultural committee, thank you for promoting our cultural heritage and organizing the event. I would also like to thank the other three committees, Decoration, Discipline and Notice Board, for giving their 100%, because of which we have completed this event in a beautiful way. Thank you. To our parents, thank you for your encouragement. Your presence has meant world for our students and your enthusiasm has fueled their passion and creativity. Thank you. To my fellow students, thank you for your adherence discipline throughout the event has been truly commendable. Thank you. To our office staff, thank you for your behind the scenes efforts, administrative support and warm hospitality. Thank you. To our co-workers, thank you for your teamwork, collaboration and mutual support. As we mark 60 glorious years of our school's history, I promise upholding the values, truth, love and service which have defined our institution. Thank you for being a part of this milestone celebrations.
Let's all stand for school anthem.
Bye.
photo with our scientist.